Campbell River, Andrew Johnson, 8 Channel News.
In one of the province's oldest villages, one of BC's most unique wild animals. They are the wild cattle of Meares Island, brought by missionaries to transform First Nation fishers to farmers. As 8 Channel's David Wiwchar reports, while the cattle don't fall under the Wildlife Act, they are staunchly protected by local First Nations.
Just across the inlet from Tofino, a First Nations village that dates back 5,000 years is home to a unique creature, the wild cattle of Opitsaht. Originally brought to Meares Island by missionaries trying to transform Tla-o-qui-aht from fishers to farmers, the wild cattle are among the most unique wildlife species on the west coast.
Well, the cattle have been in this village for probably more than 100 years.
It was impossible to be farmers out here. You know, when you got billions of fish out there, you don't want to do anything else but fish. Nobody else in this world wants to go raise cattle when there's fish.
There are no lawnmowers in Opitsaht. The cows keep the grass well shorn and even act as caretakers at the village cemetery. At low tide, the cattle can often be found down here on the beach that fronts the Opitsaht Reserve, munching away on eelgrass, which isn't actually a seaweed, but a close relative of land-based plants.
One year, they looked like they were starving and looking pretty skinny, so we came out and bought some hay for them to feed them with, but they didn't want it. All I did was lay on it, so I never ate it. They'd rather eat seaweed.
Tourists on whale-watching boats and in kayaks often think the cows are moose or even water buffalo, but they are unique as the only wild cattle population in Canada. And while the people of Opitsaht may not bother with the cows, animals, wild and domestic, often do, and some cows have been seen without tails.
It was either because of the dogs or else the wolves again.
The only animals that regularly disturb the cows are the packs of reserve dogs who will nip and bark at the cows seemingly for sport. When the cows tire of this game, they'll wander across Meares Island to Clayoquot, a former residential school turned healing center, until perhaps they feel better about themselves and return to Opitsaht.
Works for humans, it must work for cattle too.
Earlier this year, Tla-o-qui-aht were concerned. The herd of 14 had only one bull, and the future of the wild cattle of Opitsaht was in jeopardy. Then this spring, 2 calves were born, a male and female, and tribe members are doing their utmost to protect their unique and wild cattle. In Opitsaht, David Wiwchar, 8 Channel News.
Astrid Brownschmidt joins us now with a look at your forecast. Astrid.
Well, Eric, we are going to see a much